Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths. I went on a little break away. I'm back now. I just had a little break from YouTube. It wasn't that I wanted. I just had something that I needed to do to go away. Just to kind of recuperate and re-energize. But I'm back now, and I'll be back up and posting. Before I get into the video about the devastating effects narcissistic isolation can have on a victim, I just wanted to bring to your attention again about at the end of the month, on the 30th of this month, so the 30th of August, there will be an empath group meeting. It won't be in person. It will be over Google Meet. So on the phone or laptop or computer or whatnot, there will be a meeting at the end of the month for anyone who wants to join. There is limited availability. I have had some bookings already for the empath group meeting, but I think it will give you the chance to, speak with like-minded individuals who have been through abuse similar to what you have. Perhaps you can exchange business cards or social media and stay in contact with them. Let's face it, a lot of you are on social media, some of you are not, but even those of you that are not, you all understand that you've had narcissists involved in your life or around your circles or on your social media or whatnot, right? So to have a few empaths, or a couple of empaths, that you can stay in touch with, you can be on the healing journey together with, ask them how they're doing. I think it will work well. Because you all converse so well and help each other in the comment section. And this is basically just bringing it into video call, basically. The same way that you help each other in the comment section, you'll be able to do it like that. But that is coming up at the end of the month. So if anyone's interested, just go to the description box and you can book it there. Yes, it is scheduled for 8 p.m. UK time, but upon your booking, it will show the time applicable to wherever you are in the world. On your booking page, it will show the time zone for where you're booking at, right? So, that's coming up on the 30th. So if anyone is interested, please join. There is limited availability, like I said. So, if it's something that interests you, look into it. But I'm also continuing to run the one-to-one sessions now. I'm back. So if you prefer a more personal approach to deal with your problems, I'm back doing the one-to-one sessions. And for those of you that neither like perhaps the idea of being on a video call with someone, I've set up the email support, the crisis email support. So you can always book for the crisis email support on the same link. There'll be links in the description box for that too. And we can try to shed some light on your problem or your issue through email, if that's something, because I understand not everyone feels comfortable being on a video call. And to be quite honest, I wasn't comfortable being on a video call when I first started doing this. I never used social media through my whole life. It's just not something I did. But I've grown to get used to it now. So, but for any of you, I totally understand you not wanting to be on a video call with someone. It makes perfect sense to me. I totally understand that. So maybe the crisis support will be for you. But we'll get into the video now about the devastating effects narcissistic isolation can have on a victim. Now, this can be catastrophic. It's very gradually done. The way these narcissists operate, these narcissists involved in your life, they see everyone as a threat. Everyone as a threat. This is, if this was a romantic relationship you're in, this isn't just, for example, that happens in non-narcissistic relationships about people being how can I put this? You know, like if the opposite sex is a friend or something like that, then that's understandable. People don't want their partner having opposite sex friends. That's totally understandable, right? It's understandable. Some people don't mind their partner having opposite sex friends, and that's okay too if that's for you. But some people don't like it at all. But look, narcissists deem anybody as a threat. Could be your boss at work. Could be someone at your local church. It could be the pastor at the church. It could be anybody, right? They'll deem as a threat. They deem your family as a threat. You know, they don't want you around anyone. At the beginning stages of these relationships with narcissists involved in your life, and it doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. This could be any type of narcissist. You know, this could be a narcissistic friend. You know, it doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. They deem anybody in your circles as threats, right? I think it comes down to more or less the attention being off them, and they're very demanding for your attention. Very, very demanding for your attention. They want the attention on them. They view your work. You know, some of you run businesses, some of you work. You know, some of you are stay-at-home parents, you know, and they even deem your children as a threat, you know. They even deem their own children as a threat, you know. They need to be center of the attention. They need to be center of your universe. They cannot tolerate it. They have to be center of attention. They have to be the one that you're focused on. So what they do very meticulously, if that's the right description, very connivingly, maybe that's a better description, is they slowly start to phase and edge people away from your life. They'll do this through drama. They'll do this through chaos. But honestly, before you realize it's happened, you know, one day everyone will be around you, your family, your friends, everyone's going to be around you, the narcissist too. And before you know it, it's just like there's no one. It's just you and them. There's no one around. It's just you and them. Friends are gone. Family are gone. The relationship that you're involved with this narcissist in your life is getting worse. Like I said, this doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. This could be a narcissistic friend. You know, this could be a narcissistic family member. It could be anyone, right? Colleague, associate. They slowly start to isolate you very gradually over a course of time, away from your loved ones, away from people you care about. And they make the people that were in your close circle feel uncomfortable about reaching out to you. You know, you might have even been in a situation where you sided with the narcissist involved in your life. You know, something happened, some drama, some chaos popped up. It arose. Some drama, some chaos popped up, and you might have sided with the narcissist involved in your life. You might have put a good friend on blast, or a family member on blast. What I mean by putting them on blast is you might have just distanced yourself from them, cut away from them, and sided with the narcissist. But it wasn't your fault. They knew what they were doing. They deliberately wanted to keep you away from anyone that they deem as a threat. You know? And like I said, this isn't just, them having a problem with you being friends with someone with the opposite sex. This is more than that. This is children. This is family. They have an issue with you having a bond with anyone else but them. They want you to themselves. They need you to themselves. They need you all to themselves. They're sick. They're twisted. They're demented. They need you all to themselves, right? Now, this can have a devastating effect on the victim, the isolation the narcissist puts them through. As much as you hear me talk about isolation is good, being alone is good, yes, it is good when you do it by yourself, for yourself. But if you've got a narcissist involved in your life, being isolated is not a good idea, right? So what I need you to do is, if there's a friend you haven't spoken to in a while and you know you're going through narcissistic abuse now, I'm not telling you to contact that friend and tell them, because they're not going to understand. You may have watched several videos on this channel, other channels alike. You may have been digesting content, reading books about narcissism, really waking up, going through your awakening. To impose that on someone who's clueless, I'm not being derogatory now, but if you speak to a friend who's clueless to the ideology of narcissism and stuff, they're not going to get it. So perhaps you could break it down to them as a toxic relationship or something of that nature. They may even know firsthand that this narcissist had issues. They could have been one that told you this narcissist had issues before. They could have been actually trying to tell you this, you know. So just break it down to them gently. And I'd advise you to let people know that you're not comfortable in your situation and you need to get out as soon as possible, you know. If you're in a place where the narcissist involved in your life has already gone on with the new supply or has already moved on with their life, and you're in this isolation period now, reach out to a friend, go for a meal, you know, go and see family, go and do these things. Because you see, you can end up in the everyday rut of, not the rut, but like you can end up in the everyday cycle of life, you know, wake up, eat, sleep, repeat, work, you know, you can end up in that situation where you're not branching out to people. And you've got to understand, there's people that care about you. Or even if you feel like you've got no one, right? Even if you feel like I got no one, you know, I care about your well-being. I honestly care about your well-being, and I don't want you to feel alone, you know, especially after if you've gone through a discard or something of that nature. What you got to understand is there is going to be people in your future that will care about you as well. So it's about you becoming your best version again. But if you are in a position where you have been isolated from these family, from these friends, from whoever it is involved in your life that you've been isolated from by this narcissist, divide and conquer tactics, reach out to them just by message, by a phone call. Reach out to them, you know, let them know that you're going through some toxicity, you're going through some issues. Say, you know, explain to them you understand that you've been distant with them. Explain to them why it's not your fault you've been distant with them. They'll understand. If they're good people, they'll understand, you know. But this can have some serious devastating effects on the victim of narcissistic abuse, this isolation that narcissist puts you through. You've got to know it's a strategic plan. It's a very, very calculated plan to keep you away from people that care about you, to keep you away from people that love you. Yeah, they don't want that. They don't want you to have a supportive network. You're easier to control alone. That's the way they view it. They want you alone, all to themselves, so they can control you in the way they want to, you know. But look, life's not over. Your life's not over. You know, you may have gone through this devastating effect of narcissistic isolation and, you know, you're a victim. You may have gone through this process. Branch out to people, ring up a helpline, speak to a charity, just try and speak to anyone, you know. They deem anyone as a threat. They deem a listening ear as a threat. If you've got someone that listens to you, you're very fortunate, you know. There's people in marriages now, they don't listen to each other. non-narcissistic marriages, etc., or toxic relationships all over the world, they don't listen to each other. If you've got a family member, a friend, or even whoever, right, that listens to you and tries to help you, you're in a beautiful, beautiful place. You know? Honestly, listening is a very powerful skill. And you as an empath, you have this ability. You listen well. You listen to people well. You listen, you respond accordingly. If you've got someone in your life that does that or did do that at one period in your life, reach out to them. Let them know how things are going on, you know? But just understand this can have a serious toll on you. This isolation that they put you through, it can have a serious toll on you. You've got to muster up everything inside of you to battle on through. You have to. You have to. If you are alone now, you know, and it's beyond your means to speak to people or anything like that, you can always hit me up with an email. You know, I might say something or, you know, be able to help in some sort of way. You're not alone with this. That's what you got to understand. There's so many people that have gone through this. You're not alone with this. It's a sad circumstance. It's a sad state of affairs that you've gone through this. But you're going to be able to turn this into a positive situation. You're going to meet people who are right for you in your future. You're going to align with people who are right for you in your future. So it's all about preparing yourself now for your future, right? And if you have been discarded or reverse discarded and you are in the isolation phase now, you've been isolated prior by the narcissist involved in your life, just do something every now and then. You know, go out for a meal by yourself, go to the movies, do something. Try hit up a friend, try to communicate with a friend, even if it's a phone call once a month, anything. You know, try and let people know that you're not in a good place. Because if they're genuine people who care about you, they will help you. They're not going to leave you alone. So, anyway, thanks for watching today. Like I said, I've got this empath group session coming up at the end of the month. Hold on. Bear with me for 1 second. Yes, like I said, I've got this empath group session coming up on the 30th of the month. I'm also running the one-to-one sessions. You know, so if that's something that interests you, all the links for what I'm mentioning will be in the description box. And also the email crisis support, that will also be in the description box. So if you'd like to know about the ultimate goal of the narcissist is to make you not love yourself, click this video here. So anyway, back with another video soon. Peace.